I had a very humbling experience over this past weekend with Marvel Rivals. I got demoted 3 ranks, and I realized that I might not be as good as I thought I was at first. Marvel Rivals has taken over the gaming sphere in its first month of release. And you know how you follow up a really good release? Season 1 dropping less than a month later. Shout out to Marvel Rivals for being prepared for an immediate drop within 3 weeks. We're going to take a look at this. Wait, go ahead. What are you going to say?
The mouse don't play, bro.
Don't play games. Don't play games.
Don't play no fucking games.
So we're going to take a look at season 1 of Marvel Rivals, which is including the Fantastic Four and Blade as rumored. So something else. And I think apparently maybe Ultron might be in this trailer as well. I haven't watched it in full yet. So we're going to take a look and give our opinions. Before we do, let me introduce the guys live from the Man Cave. It's Kalo K, the Mom Wanna God. Leo, what's happening?
That mouse got big hands, bro.
Big hands.
And bigger pockets.
Boy. Spread love. It's the Brooklyn way. Big Chase, what's happening?
The mouse is like the John Wick of the industry, bro. Just got white gloves.
Yeah. So is. And I, of course, am your man in the chair, Aaron. And as a former Silver 1 player who's been demoted to Silver 3 by all you sweats, go F yourself. And without further ado, let's get into it and check out this trailer. The original link for Marvel Entertainment's YouTube will be in the description down below. Check it out.
You have been sheltered by the light for far too long. The time has come for darkness to reign. Soon your resolve will begin to crumble. You'll be stretched too thin. There will be nowhere left to hide, and your fire will cease to burn. For no light shall survive in my empire of eternal night.
Oh, that's Dracula. Oh.
So season 1 of Marvel Rivals drops by the time you guys are watching this, probably in a couple days. So yes, Dracula is going to be, so every season they're going to implement a different villain. The first season was Doom Games, and then this season is Dracula because Blade is going to come in mid-season.
Yo, they're playing chess, baby. And you saw the new world, the new battle arena that they put. I think it's Mr. Fantastic's fucking
like the layer or whatever, the workroom.
At the Avengers Tower.
Mm-hmm. It's all probably going to end up going. I assume they're going to end up doing it kind of by movie and theatrical releases, and maybe like TV releases. Like that's probably how they release characters season by season, I would assume. Because like I said, like I didn't know that, because the rumor right now is that there's going to be at least 6 playable characters per season. I think so. That would be in this season. It would be the Fantastic Four, Blade, and then apparently Ultron is already in the files. So they're saying it's Ultron at the end of the season. If they do 6 per season, obviously, you know, Marvel's how many characters deep can you go in Marvel? You could have 30 seasons of this shit.
Exactly.
And just keep going and going and going. But you know,
world building with this whole thing. And if they bring in Dracula into this, yeah, dude.
I think to play. I think that I am actually, so I'm hoping that these characters are kind of strong because I am more of a healer in the game. So I'm assuming, if I had to go based on what I'm looking at here, I'm gonna assume, oh, by the way, Jean Grey's already been found in the files too, that she's gonna come soon in Marvel Rivals.
Nice.
So she's been found in the data mine files already. So Jean Grey is gonna be very, very fucking powerful, one would assume.
Fuck, this is gonna be good.
Yeah, it's gonna be ridiculous. So I'm hoping that I haven't had a tank that I actually like to use yet, and that's sad for me because Thor is a tank in the game and I don't like using him. So I'm hoping maybe the Thing will be my tank of choice eventually. It'll be kind of dope.
Dude, it would be dope. But the problem is with the tank, they make them too slow.
They make them slow, but they serve a purpose. They sit and eat damage in the middle of the battlefield. You know what I mean? That's kind of their whole purpose.
But how's their hit level? What's their hit level? The hit level is stronger?
So they offset them with so the tanks in the game, they end up with more HP so they could take more hits, and then they do a decent amount of damage, but they also make them so they're not completely overpowered. So basically picture it as your Hulks, your Thors, your the Thing. They'll be your frontline characters while healers hang out in the back and then shooters hang out on the sides and kind of take aim at people. That's basically how the game ends up working. And then there's in between characters for support, like Doctor Strange. He's like an all around support character who opens up fucking portals and brings you to and from positions on the battlefield and shit like that. So it's a very complex game with a lot of different things going on. The Fantastic Four are going to add a new element because I would assume the Thing is going to end up being a tank. Mr. Fantastic will probably end up being a support character. I would assume Invisible Woman would end up being a healer, and then Johnny Blaze would probably just end up being your damage player, I assume, because he's just going to blaze people with fire.
Dude, I want to see his ultimate. You know what I mean?
His ultimate's probably some type of massive fire attack.
Dude, that has to be sick. And imagine the Thing's ultimate. What?
Yeah, it's probably dope.
It's collaborate time.
Yeah, probably something like that. I would assume. And I do have to say, I think that these Fantastic. I think it's going to be similar to what we see in the movie a little bit. Like that old.
Yeah, it does look like it. It
looks like that old school Fantastic Four. Yeah,
because he has a big ass eyebrows. Yeah, that's the oldest thing.
Mm-hmm. So I think that these are going to be similar to what we see in the movie later this year too. So I'm excited. I mean, I had a very humbling experience over this past weekend with Marvel Rivals. I got demoted 3 ranks, and I realized that I might not be as good as I thought I was at first. So I will say that this game is definitely humbling, and the people who are playing it are not a joke, and a lot of them don't have lives. Shout out to all of you.
And definitely turn off your mics when you're playing this.
But that being said, it's actually the worst possible scenario for me because I found a game that I get mad at, but I can't stop playing it when I play. Like I want to keep going because I want to get better. You know what I mean? Right. But I almost hate that because I wish I wanted to put it down and be like, F this, I don't want to play anymore. But I don't. I want to keep playing it because I love Marvel and I like the characters in the game.
And plus, it's so interchangeable. How many did they start with? What, 30?
There's like 30 characters to start or something like that.
And now they're adding 6 every new season.
Every new season.
And fucking the first season is less than a month just a game release, and you're already getting another 6 characters.
And you have to remember that not only 6 new characters, but every season also brings new outfits. So like you get so that's where they make the money, right? Bread and butter is where any game makes the money. Skins. You get new skins and stuff like that. It's already been leaked, Leo, just so you know. Every single variation of Wolverine skin, the leather jacket, Old Man Logan, is already leaked in the data files.
See, I'm waiting for the goddamn Logan game for me to fucking play, Wolverine game for me to play, for me to get deep and fucking get crazy with it. But shit, man, this is I might have to start playing this because I love these big. I love playing these little freaking battle nerds.
Yeah, it's nuts. It's nuts. But Marvel Rivals, man, listen, it's got a chance to do. It's taking over gaming. It's bumped Call of Duty out of that like number 1-ish spot, if you will, that's been here for a while, where like a lot of people are watching Call of Duty every day. And I know all the streamers who I used to watch for Call of Duty are on Marvel Rivals now. So I don't know.
Yeah, they're hating this freaking permanent ban, bro. They're hating the permanent ban. You can't talk shit.
Yeah.
So it's like they really have to start. These companies have to really start saying, okay, if you don't want people talking shit, let people reassure themselves that they're 25 and over.
Mm-hmm.
If you're 25 and over, you can say whatever. You can say so. You can take it to a certain point, but then you have to stop. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I understand there's freedom of speech and all this other stuff, but sometimes these kids on here be going crazy on these people on here, and also some of the adults also be going crazy on it. But if you're making a game that's more based for adults, you gotta start weeding out the herd.
I mean, at the end, are you talking about Marvel Rivals? You're talking more about Call of Duty.
More Call of Duty.
So Call of Duty's problem has always been cheating, and it's getting worse. And that's really its biggest issue right now. Is that they put in an anti-cheat. Anti-cheat's not working. The game isn't fun because a lot of people it had that massive player outreach in 2019 during COVID. And then all of a sudden it's dwindled downward ever since. Like the game's gotten worse. They just keep remaking the same games without making any updates. Like Call of Duty's on a 4-6-year-old engine at this point. They're not optimizing it for new players. So everybody's like, oh, it's rinse and repeat, same thing every year, COD cycle, blah 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 blah. So
yeah, and if they're not fixing that anti-cheat, if that anti-cheat is not working,
it's not working.
I would never play it because what's the use? If somebody can stay on one side of the map and just snipe you from the other side through a building, what's the use of fucking playing the game?
Yep, exactly. So I quit the COD cycle this year and I don't regret it. Let's put it that way.
It was fun.
That being said, now it wasn't. Yeah, you should see, bro. Let me put it to you this way. I hope the camera can pick this up. Marvel Rivals has already cost me collateral damage. I broke my keyboard the other day when I got
goddamn, bro.
Broke the back of my keyboard the other day.
All right, so we have to invest in the little bubble things for parents' controllers and keyboard. We have to take a donations for the goddamn bubble for Harris keyboard.
That's why I haven't streamed Marvel Rivals yet, because I'm afraid that I'm gonna rage on stream like I did with that fucking tiger on freaking. I'm afraid because I got, when I lost 5 games in a row the other day, I was pissed. I was pissed. I was like, no, and I lost games by like this much. I was like really tight about it. Anyway, I digress. That's a trailer reaction. Marvel Rivals Season 1. Shout out the team over at Marvel Rivals for making an addicting yet fucking game that pisses me off to no extent. I appreciate you guys very much. Fantastic Four is going to be fun. Hopefully I can grind my way back to gold in Season 1. Maybe I'll stream it for you guys if I have time. See what happens. We're going to get out of here. Before I do, I just want to give you guys a quick spiel. Your boys are pushing 2,500 subscribers here on YouTube. We appreciate the love and support on our recent videos. As I always say, these bills do not pay themselves. So please continue to tell a friend to tell a friend. Click the like, subscribe button down below. It's free for you guys and it helps us out more than you will ever know. If you're down in the description area, you can check out a couple of our links. The first one is to become a channel member. For just $2.99 a month, you become a hothead, which gives you priority comments in the comment section of our weekly podcast. Expand some emotes. There's one in there that makes Leo drink. It's all part of the contract, even into 2025. Don't worry. No new negotiations.
26, 27,
26, 27.
28. I'm going to need a liver, bro. So what do y'all better give it up.
You can also you also get priority comments in the comment section of our weekly podcast. Another link down in the description. You guys should check out the merch shop. You can become a member of the Man Cave drinking team. There's a bunch of different merch on there. I'm gonna let Chase talk more about it because the art department keeps on kicking me out whenever I try to sneak a peek at the designs. So I'm gonna just let him talk about it.
Eat all the donuts, man. Listen, Mancave101.org is the website, man. We got all kinds of great merch up there for all the nerds and the blurs and whatnot. Right now, we're looking at the man in the chair doing what he does best and whatnot. Also, we have the raging for what he does best when he's doing that other thing when he's losing like 3 times in a row. So you can definitely check that one out too. Different colors and whatnot, different styles, man. We got all kinds of different stuff up there. Hoodies, t-shirts, hats, drinkware, stuff to carry your stuff in, knapsacks, book bags, all kind of stuff. Go check it out, mancave101.org. New stuff there all the time, so always check back because there's always new stuff up there. Cop something, and we thank you in advance.
Absolutely. I mentioned our podcast a couple of minutes ago. So Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern, you can catch us live streaming right here on YouTube as well as Facebook and Instagram. If you're an audio listener, check us out on Spotify or Apple Podcast. If you could, leave a nice review over there. 5 stars is obviously preferable. But anything you got to say it with your chest. However, I heard that does lead to clobbering time if you leave a negative review. That's just what I heard. I don't know. I can't vouch for anything. I'm just saying what I heard.
Hey, do I get to meet Invisible Woman if I say something wrong?
Bruh, I saw the character model for Invisible Woman. All I'm gonna say is yeah. Anyway, we're out of here. Catch you guys on the next trailer reaction. Happy Marvel rivaling. It's okay to touch grass once in a while. By the way, you can go outside. It's fine. All right, bye.